Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I gotta tell you, I'm feeling like the next YouTube purge is just around the corner because earlier today a blog post goes so hand in hand with censorship on all levels of reality. What is real anymore? Remember, good old Turd Blossom, aka who? Karl Rove, said that we control reality because perception is reality. And YouTube has now already updated their draconian terms, right? There are so many things that have been banned along the way, and we'll get there. And remember, this is an organization that wants to bring you one answer. One answer will always be the right answer. We know that as human beings, there is never just one answer to a problem, okay? And that there are differing opinions and thoughts, and that's what makes humanity great. And we used to be civilized enough to come together and have these conversations, but now these conversations are simply censored across the board. So we're going to read the entire blog post after we go over what YouTube and Google and really Alphabet and the military-industrial complex, even this administration, you see, this is going to march on. Trump or Zombie Joe or Kamala Vampiris, these elements of censorship, these elements of, I don't know, control, thought control, Orwellian, Huxley-like, Brave New World shit, it's here, baby. And it's been here for some time. And we've been warning you about it. And now we're going to read to you how any type of document that gets leaked, okay, it's over. It's over. We can't cover that here now. All right? And the National Counterintelligence Strategy is the same thing, okay? Public Disclosure Organization. Now, this is a public document. Hopefully, our dark overlords at DARPA, right? Global spectrum dominance. We're going to be talking about that in a minute. Don't just take me off the air. I do encourage you guys to back up my videos, especially the walk-in talks. Those are ones I don't really have backups of. I've got to start getting those off the air or anything that's from my phone, like my drive-alongs and all that, because who knows how long. I think there's going to be a huge purge. And getting to that purge, guys, we're now 4 month plus fully demonetized here. Fully demonetized. Over 3 months ago now, we did it live. We, applied for monetization. You can't do super chats. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It really hurt me financially, but they don't care. It's about control of information, and we're going to read post for post. We're going to show you the woman who said this. And I'm sick of the talk about this being a utility. It's not a utility. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. It's not a utility. Again, global spectrum dominance of information. This is about globalism. This is about control of human beings, not just in the United States of America. Okay, globally. So $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. You can donate over here. You can check out all the documentary films for free for now in the documentaries playlist section. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Join the Burmis Brigade. Remember, you can support me at Rockfin. And yes, guys, there is a t-shirt shop below. They would never let me incorporate it here. I don't know why I waited so long, but I'm rather proud of this shirt right here. And I think it says it all. So if you want to pick that up, you can pick that up right now. This is the update to the policy, okay? And basically, again, it says any documents that are leaked cannot be talked about at all on this platform. That's unless you have a check mark. We already showed you Ford Fisher had the same exact content as now this. He was demonetized. Now this is monetized. Authoritative sources, ones that are supported by these foundations that are supposed to be benevolent, they're not. They're not. They're set up to be tax-free, manufactured mind control centers. That's what they really are, okay? And that's why, again, this is not a utility. It should not be treated as such. The lawsuits should be everywhere. Just like you can sue the government, YouTube is an arm of the government, okay? Let me say that again. YouTube is an arm of the government. It is. When NASA and Google, the parent company, because these people are employed by Google or Alphabet, they move them around from position to position. That's how this company works. It's openly that way. I mean, the YouTube creators guy, the Asian gentleman, he was just moved, right? And he openly talked about that in his farewell video. So they're working on artificial intelligence and quantum computing and full spectrum dominance on that, right? Just like DARPA is. And that's a utility? They're working with the government. What are you talking about? On black projects. And that's why, you know, a lot of this stuff, and we're going to go over it, is side to side, okay? The same thing as the counterintelligence strategy of the United States of America from 2020 to 2022. And yes, Trump signed off on this. It clearly talks about public disclosure organizations, the suppression of information. We're going to get there. Now, before we read this, though, because this is a big deal, emergency, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Okay? Google wants you to help fix the fake fact problem it created. It didn't create shit. Google didn't help create anything. Let me get that out of the way. Everybody blames, oh, well, Google and YouTube help spread disinformation. Any platform that got popular via the web, because it used to be about freedom, whether it was a search engine or a video platform, before the technopolies took over, that shared information, email chains, message boards. There were a lot more websites people went to, especially because of things like Digit. Remember that? Remember all that stuff? It didn't help create anything. What it did is it consolidated power, and it censored and aggregated information and demonized opposing thoughts. That's why they want one answer. Now, earlier this year, in February, not so long ago, although 6 months ago feels like a lifetime, right? YouTube said it was going to fight the election fraud by, you know, exposing manipulated videos. Remember that somebody slowed down a video of Nancy Pelosi to make her sound drunk or something like that, right? And this is a post by Leslie Miller. We're going to get to Leslie. She's coming up. Don't worry. We'll get to Leslie. And the new post is by her too. Like, they basically said the Pelosi video violated the company's policies, although a different video that edited but did not manipulate footage of Joe Biden was not in violation. It edited footage of Joe Biden. I mean, they were already going full authoritarian. But now, guys, okay, and by the way, I want to shout out to Robbie Martin because he's the one that posted this. We're going to get to the whole post. Removing content that contains hacked information. Hacked information. Hacked information. Why is that interesting to me? Let's go down a little bit. Yeah. Thanks, Donnie, for signing off on this one. Let's see. Let's get to hacktivists, because I know that that's a term they used for the first time here. Hacktivists. Here we go. All right. So Russia and China operate globally, use all instruments of national power to target the United States, and have a broad range of sophisticated intelligence capabilities. Ooh, I'm scared. Getting a little frightened. Uh-oh. Other state adversaries such as Cuba, Iran, and North Korea, non-state actors such as Lebanese Hezbollah, you saw what just happened in Lebanon, ISIS, and Al-Qaeda, terror, 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 fear, fear, fear. Let's put them on the same level as transnational criminal organizations. Okay, so transnational criminal organizations, that's open to interpretation. You could talk about mafia. You could talk about money launderers, fraud, etc. It's pretty broad, but now we're going to get bad. Okay? Or ideologically motivated entities, such as hacktivists, So hackers and individuals, somebody who might be ideologically motivated, leaktivists, and public disclosure organizations also pose significant threats. Huh. That's not great, is it? But everybody's not paying attention to that, and they've taken no action. And where are the lawsuits? How are these people protected from lawsuits now that they're saying that things that are in the public no longer can be discussed on YouTube, okay? Because the disclosure of which may interfere with democratic process. It doesn't interfere with the democratic process. If you put out actual factual documentation and people make decisions based on that, that doesn't interfere with anything, such as elections and census. For example, videos that contain hacked information, hacktivist, leaktivist, public disclosure organization, about a political candidate shared with the intent to interfere in the election. What does that mean, interfere in the election? Let's read all of what this woman here, okay, Leslie Miller, had to say after playing this, because again, they want one answer. They want everybody to come to them.
When you're at Google, it's very clear that the purpose of Google is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible. So closing the digital divide is one of the key components of making that information universally accessible.
Universally accessible, but they don't want you to be able to access all the information and talk about it. You see that? You see that? I mean, what am I going to have to do here? From now on, when these documents come out, am I just going to have to sit here and just read them word for word like I was on NPR and not stop and not say why something is important? And then you'll have to make your own decisions. Is that what they want? Is that what this woman wants? She wants worse. She wants total control information. Let's be honest. How we make YouTube a more reliable source for election-related news and information as an open platform for healthy political discussion or political disclosure. They censor you. That's how. It's right there. It's right there. This is nuts. So I think the purge is coming. Get ready. You better believe it. And as election day approaches, you're turning to YouTube to get the latest election news. Learn more about candidates and freshen up your knowledge on the democratic process. Is that what they're coming to YouTube for? Is it? Well, thanks for letting me know. I thought it was the cat videos. Back in February, we provided an overview of how, over the last few years, we worked to make YouTube a more reliable source for authoritative information. And we're continuing to build upon those priorities. Here's an update on the work we're doing behind the scenes. So we went over that. Remember, pushing authoritative sources? Again, what does that mean, authoritative sources? Let's get that out of the way. We're gonna go down. I'm gonna show you what that means. All right, and I don't believe this problem has been corrected. We're gonna keep going down until we find good old Ford Fisher. And it shows you that they just let authoritative sources do whatever they like, and then they but don't worry, authoritative sources. Eventually, you'll get caught. Okay. Basically, if you're now this, you are monetized for the exact same content that Ford Fisher puts up. And Ford Fisher's is hateful content and has violence. Okay? Same content. Same 10 minutes and 45 seconds. The same exact thing, only with this right here. It doesn't have any violence. Doesn't have hateful content. But then when you look at this thread again, and you look down, okay? I feel particularly confident that Team YouTube messed up here because this licensed and used my footage. They used their own footage to make their own version of the exact same video, and theirs is monetized. No problem. Do you get it? Do you think they're really caring if they, actually review my channel? Again, I don't produce hateful content. I'm not harmful unless you're, a thinking human being. Okay, there it is right there, guys. It's right there in your face. So let's continue. Remove election-related content that violates our policies. That's anything we selectively want to do. That's all that means. Our community guidelines set the rules of the road, and we're often reviewing and updating them to make sure they continue to provide the appropriate protections for the YouTube community. These policies prohibit hate speech, harassment, and deceptive practices, including content that aims to mislead people about voting or videos that are technically manipulated or doctored in a way that misleads users, beyond clips taken out of context. Okay, sure. And may pose a serious risk of egregious harm. We always enforce our policies consistently without regard to political viewpoints and do allow exceptions for content with sufficient educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic value. That means we do what we want, whenever we want, arbitrarily, just like I showed you. Okay? Consistently, yes. You are consistently oppressing independent voices and consistently oppressing information you don't want to get out of there. Correct, YouTube. The purge is coming. Get ready, guys. I might be on it. That's why you got to be supporting me at Rockfin as well. Rockfin.com/Jason Burmis. Make that free account. And if you want to support me, that's how to do it, other than the GoFundMe again. And hopefully my documentary films are going to be there. But you can see right here. All right? I mean, it's right in your face. It's all arbitrary. It's all who they want to censor. All right? So let's keep going. Let's see. Our other timely examples include removing content that contains hacked information, the disclosure of which may interfere with democratic processes such as elections and censuses. For example, videos that contained hacked information about a political candidate shared with the intent to interfere in an election. You can't share the truth. You can't share the truth. Removing content encouraging others to interfere with our democratic process, such as obstructing or interrupting voting procedures. For example, telling viewers to create long voting lines with the purpose of making it harder for others to vote. No, I'm just hoping that we have to vote in person, or you get the actual type of absentee ballot that you really need, like you had to go down and get it. Still enough time for that. Give me a break. We continue to stay vigilant and coordinate closely with Google's threat analysis group. The threat analysis group at Google, to identify and remove channels and accounts of bad actors engaged in foreign and domestic coordinated influence operations. Coordinated influence operations. Hey buddy, will you share my video? Yeah, sure buddy. Can I get you on? Yeah, I'd love to have you on. I'm going on Graham Elwood's show today. Is that a coordinated influence operation? TAG provides regular updates on actions taken against these operations in its quarterly bulletin. Help you access authoritative, here it is, the authoritative sources, election content from home. Sure. As you spend more time online due to the COVID-19, YouTube is a destination with front row seat for major election events. This year, most of the Democratic and Republican National Convention will be conducted virtually, like we have in the past. Blah. YouTube will live stream both conventions, and you can follow the coverage on YouTube channels of major news providers. Other key moments, like the debates and election results, will also be widely available on YouTube. Our work to help you easily access authoritative voting-related information on YouTube continues, and will continue to share updates. Where are the lawsuits, guys? Where are the lawsuits? Additionally, we're continuing to raise up authoritative voices and reduce the spread of harmful misinformation and borderline content. We all know I'm borderline. Uh-oh. Including for election-related news and information. One of the many ways we do this is through our information panels, which provide further context underneath videos and in search results, so you can make your own informed decisions. For example, in the coming week, when you search for 2020 presidential or federal candidates on YouTube, we'll surface an information panel with information about the candidate. I want to throw up, including party affiliation, office, and when available, the official YouTube channel of the candidate above search results. Earlier this year, we expanded our fact-check information panels to the United States This feature expands upon the other ways we raise and connect you with authoritative sources by providing fresh contacts from third-party fact-checked articles and search results for relevant queries, including specific claims about the election. I don't even think, if you want to, read the rest of this, I want to throw up, guys. This is it. This is the takeover. And again, it's fully in line with things your president are signing off on. It's fully in line with a DARPA full spectrum dominance agenda. Where are the lawsuits? Where are the lawsuits? These people need to be sued right now, today. And I know the bit burning thing is out there, just like the book burning thing. But you know what, Trump? You want an executive order? Allow these people to be sued and get Google out of our artificial intelligence game. Get them out of NASA. Get them out. We're done. We're done. Let's get our own guys again, because these guys are bad news brown. Okay? What he should do is just take it over and nationalize it. And I'm not for that authoritatively, but when you think about it, look at what they're doing here. This is incredible. $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. Remember, we're fully demonetized here on YouTube. Thumbs the video up on the way out. You can check out all my documentary films right here, right now, in the playlist section. Where is it? Right here. Boom, playlists. And then right around my head, you'll see Shade the Motion Picture right here. Bam. Guess it's not over my head right here. And then Rockfin's another great way to support me. Remember, we got the t-shirts. I'm really proud of this design. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I will see you on the flip side.